Trey Lance, do you think he's flying under the radar in terms of expectations this year? What do you think?
Yes.
Why?
I think, I mean, in some fans' eyes, this is a shame to say, but in some fans' eyes, he's got 1 foot out the door. So I think that you take what you have and just be where your feet are. I think that this is a good situation for Trey to just keep his head down and go to work. There's not a lot of hands on him. There's not a lot of people in his ear switching up tasks, switching up initiatives. He can actually prioritize his goals and put his head down and get to work. That's the best thing for him, because one of the biggest reasons why we want Trey to play is so he can have some modicum of consistency. That's what we want. If you keep changing and moving and poking and prodding at anything, let alone a young player trying to do something, you're never really going to understand the results. You can't. How can you gauge results if you're constantly changing? So
also, him getting written off way too quickly might be the best thing that ever happened to him, because ever since he's gotten drafted third, he's kind of had a little bit of like things handed. You know what I mean? Like, you got drafted third with only 1 year of college. Like, you got handed the job with Jimmy still on the team. And I think a lot of people on your own team resented it. And now it's a full 180. Like, you know what? You might just get shipped out of here. You have to compete with Sam Darnold. And it's like, oh, really? Like, okay, well, let me beat his ass. I could do that. Like,
and just, maybe, just imagine this, like all of the, you know, what he's had to live up to is kind of like, if I'm Trey, it's like, yeah, I'm a good guy, but Jesus Christ, I feel like I have to live by a script, you know? And when people see you going by that script, they don't know why, but if they see it, they can just make their own reasons as to why you're doing it, which is he's fake. Or he, you know, or he's trying to put on. And it's kind of like, I'm not fake. I'm just nervous as hell. I don't know this I don't know this situation. You know,
you put me in an impossible situation. I'm 21 years old. Now he doesn't have to be fake anymore. It's like, oh, you don't like me? Remember when Jimmy started cursing in press conferences? Like, oh, you don't want me anymore? Okay, then forget it. Like, I'll just do whatever I want.
It's sobering.
It's good.
Yeah. And I feel like Trey is being given the space where there's not enough there's no more cameras in his face as much. Right. Yeah. And he's been able to just kind of sit back.
It's all about Brock.
Just like, And you know, I like this for Trey because he needs consistency. I like him flying under the radar.
Yep. I think it's good for him. Instead of everyone dissecting everything he does, it's like, you know, keep yourself in the league right now. Do it.
Yes.
No one's really betting on you. No one's putting expectations on you anymore. In fact, like, this should put a chip on your shoulder that hasn't been there. Yeah. How could you even have a chip on your shoulder? Everyone's been saying that you're going to be Patrick Mahomes with this little bit of seasoning. Like, that may not happen. But now that everyone's saying that you're freaking Blaine Gabbert, like, show him you're better than Sam Darnold. It's a slap in your face.
Yes. I feel
it's
like
a slap in your face.
Trey truly can write his own story now. Right. Yeah. It's kind of like, I've been hurt a couple of times that there's been a guy that supplanted me. All right. You can't say that you weren't here the whole time. You tried to trade me. Everybody wants me gone. So allow me to reintroduce myself now. Now I'm here. I'm here with leverage. I deserve to be here. And now I'm back as a man. And
like, how do you think Mac Jones would have handled this on the 49ers, or Zach Wilson? It seems like those two guys kind of crumbled under the pressure of their markets and their teams. Like, Trey Lance could have he could have been a malcontent. He could have been like, you know, they're not playing me and not being right. I want to get out of here. He could have asked for a trade. All he said was, I want a chance to compete. I'm going to go work out with Patrick Mahomes. I'm going to win. Like, how do you not like that?
No.
How do you not like that?
You can't help but like it. And really, for Trey, he's in the perfect situation because he's still in his situation, right? So it's almost kind of like the flame. You put your hand close to the flame. Don't freak out. You're not burning. It's just warm, right?
Yeah, so, and what's funny is if he ends up playing well, the Niners are going to jump in his bandwagon so fast. Are you kidding?
Dude,
that's what they want. Quick. So quick.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's almost like the same thing that got you here is the same thing that's going to get you out. Just play.
Yeah.
Just play.
Yeah. I mean, there's no trade market for you. And once there is a trade market for you, you're the franchise quarterback. So just play. Pretty much. Holland Tracy says, I'm new to the channel. I've got to say I'm impressed by both of your level of insight. This is the 49er deep dive I've been looking for. Debate ammo. Yeah, that's why I could have did this show last night, like an instant reaction, but I was like, nah, I want to do it, Coach. I want to do it, Coach.
My guy.
Do better. Because even though you're not at the practice, you have the insight. You legitimately know these players, and you understand coaching and like what is fair to expect from a player in this setting.
Yes,
fair to expect.
Exactly.
Yes.
Setting the expectations is really fair. Is really important because
what are you looking
faithful? The journey has started, so it's time.
And look, I want to say something real quick. It's really hard to watch these practices, and in training camp, they'll open it up for fans, and a lot of other content creators will go, and you'll notice like it's really hard to get it right. There's 100 people you got to watch, and your inclination is to be positive because if you say something negative, fans will push back because they're not there watching, and you really got to be confident that you're getting it right, and it's hard. So it's that time of year.
The journey has started, and it's going to be a slow drip, but just understand that what we're trying to get to is week 1, and we're trying to get to week 1 with the best viable team for the other 31. So let's go. I'm pumped.
The first OTA should be in like less than 2 weeks because last year, May 25th was the day of the fireworks, first day of OTAs, when I met Javon Kinlaw face to face for the first time. And now we know each other quite well.
When's the anniversary?
May 25th. May 25th.
You want to do something?
I kind of remember that day.
What do you
May 25th. I guess, should I get him a cake?
Yeah. Dude, do something.
George Kittle style? Yeah.
Yeah. Happy birthday, kid.
Happy birthday. Yeah. Anyway, that's it for